Hello again, Truro School. Mr. Sanderson back here, this time with a HIIT workout for you all. So we're going to start off with the warm-up exercises. Again, all this information is on your sheet and you can go through this a couple of times. So 15 seconds on all the exercises and just go through. So we start off with the wrist rotations into the shoulder circles, and then we use the opposite way, shoulder circles with squat. Very good. And then we go into the wood chop. So nice dynamic movement all the way down. Make sure we get both sides. Next we have the ankle rotations, fairly straightforward. Remember again to do both ankles. Then we go to the hip openers. Try not to lose your balance, a little bit like me here. Good recovery. Next one, into the interestingly named inchworm. So try and keep your legs fairly straight and then bring it into mountain climbers. Both feet whilst you're down there and then back up. Toward the end, we've got high knee sprints into heel flicks and then into a jump and twist. All quite nicely straightforward. Okay, we're straight into round one, and this is the walkout press up. Again, you can adapt it going onto your knees whilst you walk out, but try and keep the walkout going. The in and out squats, if you're wanting to test yourselves, make it a little bit harder to put the jump in between. If not, just keep your feet on the ground and step into it. Followed by the V-sits. Try and get yourself into a fairly comfortable position, feet up or feet down. You can have your hands out as well. To make it a little bit easier, you can have your hands behind you. Crab press-ups, fairly straightforward. A press-up with a lateral motion. Again, you can adjust it by going down onto your knees to do a half press-up if you want. Toward the end of the round, we've got skaters. Please do go a little quicker than me. I'm quite laboured there. And then we finish with hot knees. As fast as you can, make sure your hands and knees are touching. Straight into round two after our rest period. And we have a floor to jump, long jump. So face down on the floor, pop up, and then jump as far as you can. Reverse plank, fairly straightforward. Get your hips up, please, sir. There we go. And again, to make it easier, you can go into something called the table reverse plank. Again, hip up, and that's a good form. So here we have the burpee jacks, or some people might call it a bunny hop. Just keep going, get as much height as you can, and yes, it is as tiring as I am making it look. Back into our warm-up sprints, go as quickly as you can, and then into a very strange movement, the squat kick. You might look like a bit like a Russian dancer here, but keep going. Toward the end of the round, we finish with the side sweep lunge. Try and keep your hands above your head all the time, like I do on this second rep. That's much better. And that concludes the second round. Make sure you get your rest in between. Back once again with the round three, and these are pop-ups. So to make it a little bit easier, you can stage how you get up. So foot first, and then we want to go into a kind of a surfing pose. Or if you want, you can go straight up onto your feet without any help from the knees. Bear crawls, pretty straightforward. Do try and keep your hips a little bit straighter than mine. I'm a bit all over the place there. And then into a hot hand kind of movement. Again, try and keep your hips straight and bring your hands up as quickly as possible. Here, I want you to try and stay seated on the floor and get up without using your hands and into the tuck jump. The second time round, I use my hands to make it a little bit easier if you need to. Explosive jacks, not the easiest, but see how long you can keep going for. And we finish off this round with plank rotations. Again, nice, steady movements. I'm getting a little bit tired here, all in one take. And to finish, the agility sprint. How long can you go for? Keep going as fast for as long as possible. And we've thrown in an interesting bonus round for you here. I've also added some very nifty camera work. So on your knees, without leaning backwards, you need to pop up or kneel up straight onto your feet. Here we go, super slow motion. And then that's the kind of position you want. 5, please, if you can. Try to not rock back. A little bit off balance there, but still pleased with my efforts. And that's HIIT workout.